order. Please rise for a moment of silence. Any of our servicemen and women that we lost. Dennis, salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-10, has been complied with and shall be entered into the minutes of this meeting.
Roll call.
Freeholder Barrett Belante.
Here.
Freeholder Delina.
I'm here. First time I'm here. Thank you very much. I made it. Don't worry. I know you prayed for me, Mickey.
Freeholder Polos. Freeholder Rios.
Here.
Freeholder Tamaro.
Here.
Freeholder Valenti. Freeholder Director Rafano.
The clerk will read the resolution relative to the establishment of the Cap Bank.
Resolution 12-0272. Authorize increase in the 2012 tax levy cap limits and establishment of a cap bank, NJSA 48:4-45.14. Authorized public hearing to be held on February 23, 2012 at 7 p.m. in the Freeholders meeting room. Whereas the local government cap law, NJSA 48:4-45.1 et sec, provides that in the preparation of its annual budget, a county shall limit any increase in its levy in said budget to 2.5% unless authorized by resolution to increase it to 3.5% over the previous year's tax levy, subject to certain exceptions. And whereas NJSA 48:45.15a provides that a county may, when authorized by resolution, establish and when and if necessary, utilize a cap bank for the allowable increase from the 2.5% cap limit to the 3.5 percentage rate within the current year or in either of the next two succeeding years. And whereas the County of Middlesex finds it advisable and prudent to increase the calendar year 2012 tax levy cap by up to 3.5% over the previous years in the interest of promoting the health, safety, and welfare of its citizens. And whereas the Board of Chosen Freeholders hereby determines that a 1% increase in the tax levy cap bank for said year amounting to $2,075,823 in excess of the increase in the tax levy cap bank otherwise permitted by the local government cap law is advisable and prudent. And whereas the Board of Chosen Freeholders hereby determines that any amount authorized here and above that is not utilized as part of the final budget tax levy shall be retained as an exception to the final tax levy cap in either of the next two succeeding years. And whereas NJSA 48:4-45.14 requires that a public hearing be held thereon, and whereas this board wishes to hold said public hearing on Thursday, February 23, 2012 at 7 p.m. in the Freeholders Meeting Room, County Administration Building, New Brunswick. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Middlesex, a majority of the full authorized membership of this governing body affirmatively concurring, that in the calendar year 2012 budget year, the final allowable tax levy cap of the County of Middlesex shall, in accordance with this resolution and NJSA 48:4-45.14, be increased by 1% amounting to $2,075,823, and that calendar year 2012 county budget for the County of Middlesex be approved and adopted in accordance with this resolution. And be it further resolved that any amount authorized here and above that is not utilized as part of the final budget levy shall be retained as an exception to the final tax levy cap in either of the next two succeeding years. And be it further resolved that a public hearing shall be held on Thursday, February 23, 2012 at 7 p.m. in the Freeholders Meeting Room, County Administration Building, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Be it further resolved that the clerk of this board shall cause this resolution to be published in the Home News Tribune, East Brunswick, at least 10 days prior to the date of said public hearing. Be it further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution as introduced be filed with the Director of the Division of Local Government Services within 5 days of introduction. Be it further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution upon adoption with the recorded vote included thereon be filed with said Director within 5 days after such adoption.
At this time, I'd like to open the meeting to the public on resolution number 12-0272. If anyone has any comments on the resolution only.
I motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, at this time, the clerk will read the resolution confirming the actions of the Board of Chosen Freeholders that previously adopted a calendar year 2012 resolution to increase tax levy cap limits and establish a cap bank.
Resolution 12-0377, confirm the actions of the Board of Chosen Freeholders that previously adopted a calendar year 2012 resolution to increase tax levy cap limits and establish a cap bank, NJSA 48:45.14. Whereas the Middlesex County Board of Chosen Freeholders previously adopted a resolution in accordance with the requirements of the local government cap law, NJSA 48:4-45.1 et sec, relative to the preparation of its annual budget, and whereas the Board of Chosen Freeholders conducted a public hearing on February 23, 2012 at 7 p.m. in the Freeholders meeting room as authorized on February 2, 2012. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Middlesex, a majority of the full authorized membership of this governing body does hereby confirm the action taken on February 23, 2012, increasing tax levy cap limits and establishing a cap bank pursuant to NJSA 48:4-45.14. Be it further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution upon adoption with the recorded vote included thereon be filed with said director within 5 days after such adoption.
At this time, I'd like to open the meeting to the public on resolution number 12-0377. If anyone has any comments on this resolution only.
Make a motion to close the public portion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. The clerk will read the summary of the...
You gotta vote on this? Vote on this first.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Freeholder Barrett Belante,
Yes.
Freeholder Delina,
Yes.
Freeholder Tamaro,
Yes.
Freeholder Deputy Director Rios.
Yes. Okay. The clerk will read the summary of the approved budget.
The 2012 budget summary was advertised in the Home News Tribune on February 8, 2012, and posted in the lobby of the County Administration Building, calling for a public hearing on Thursday, February 23, 2012. The 2012 budget detail was sent to each public library in Middlesex County in accordance with NJSA 48:4-48. Summary of approved budget. Total of general appropriations for 2012, $404,421,000. Less anticipated revenues, $75,955,000. Amount to be raised by taxation, county purpose tax, $328,466,000.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to recognize Freeholder Carol Barrett Belante, Chairman of the Finance Committee.
Thank you very much. As chairperson of the county's finance department, it gives me great pleasure to support the 2012 Middlesex County operational budget. This proposed budget does exactly what a good governmental budget should do. It cuts spending while still funding the quality programs and services our residents expect and deserve. Spending in this budget is $1 million less than the spending in the 2011 budget. It also is $2 million less than the 2010 spending. It incorporates the financial benefits gained from our operational restructuring efforts. The budget is also $1.47 million under the state mandated cap. With it, we will continue our tradition of offering the second lowest per capita cost of county government in the state. We could not have done this alone. My freeholder colleagues and I work closely with finance and administration and all of the department heads and office directors to bring down our costs and introduce new revenue streams. In doing so, more than $10.1 million in spending
was trimmed from the original department request, and new partnerships were formed and new projects begun. Toward the end of this year, we will begin to realize significant savings as our solar projects at our Apple Orchard Lane complex and the Middlesex County College come online. We are already benefiting from our arrangement with Union County to explore shared health services because we are sharing the salary and benefits cost for our health officer. And at this time, I wish to recognize our CFO, Al Kashinkas, Joe Peruti, and all of their staff who have worked tirelessly throughout this budget process. Thank you so much for all of your hard work.
Thank you.
He always forgets himself. We won't.
I have a few words to say. Tonight I'm proud to put forth for public discussion the 2012 Middlesex County operating budget, which slashes spending, streamlines operations, and preserves our AAA bond rating. This is a spending plan that successfully balances our residents' needs for quality services with our taxpayers' call for cost-effective government. Last week, one of the nation's top rating firms, Standard & Poor's, reaffirmed our highly regarded AAA bond rating because of our austere practices and commitment to our surplus level. Middlesex County is just one of 67 in the nation to have this highest rating. That is good news for all our residents. The gross operating budget of $404 million, $421,000 is $1 million less than the 2011 budget because we have slashed the cost of every item we control. In fact, it reflects a savings of more than $5 million in salary and operating expenses. This was achieved through the operational restructuring efforts we began in 2011. These cuts have helped us to offset increases in mandated expenses, such as mental health costs and medical services, and a loss in state aid. I believe that all the hard work and dedication that has gone into this budget proposal is exactly what we, as elected officials, should do to ensure that our residents receive the best services for costs that they can afford. So with that, I am opening the public hearing on 2012 Middlesex County operating budget, a plan that works for our citizens and helps Middlesex County remain the greatest county in the land. At this time, I open the meeting to the public for any comments on the approved budget.
Motion to close the public portion on the budget.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'm waiting for Charlie.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.